Welcome back to Lisa the Painful RPG. I'm the voice of Dog. Okay, let's play Lisa. Last time, nothing bad happened and will continue to not happen. We're going to take our new friend Farty Hernandez back to his truck so he can fix it up and we can advance to the next area. Now, doing this will get Farty a new ability and will allow us to fast travel back to the 3 hubs in the game. But now that we've taken care of that, we're free to move forward. Also, heads up! That was a pretty close one. And look out again! Well, for your sake, dude, I hope you can fight while lying on your face. Now, I'm not actually sure if this guy is tougher if he gets you with his opening tackle. I've never actually gotten caught by it, so I don't know. His chops are really weak, though. I mean, yeah, but don't really want to tell you about that. Yeah, we'll take care. We'll see you around. Yeah, I knew it. I'd really like to know where Dingaling got some of the samples for his songs, because this one's pretty great. Hey man, you tried your best. That's all that matters in the apocalypse. That and surviving, which you didn't do. Hey dude, that guy's already dead. You could probably stop hitting him. Also, I don't think I want to sleep next to that guy over there. Yeah, we're good on sleeping. Okay. This is Sweet Tea Rakeem. Okay, this guy actually has a bit of strength. So here's the head slide ability, which has a chance to cause tripping. It's really not that great when Brad is in withdrawal, though, unless you're facing a group. Olin now has Poison Arrow, which helps us apply one of many damage over time abilities in this game. In addition to Poison, there's also Burning, Bleeding. There's probably another one that I'm not remembering right now. But they all seem to stack, so getting as many as you can on a person is pretty good. But really, for this team with Olin and Beastborn, Nirn is kind of a given for the third character. You really need him if you're going to use more than one TP character. You can get away with just using one TP character and not Nern, but after that, it just seems like a bad idea. Also, having Nern being able to heal, very useful. Beastborn would have gotten knocked out by now. Alright, that guy actually put up something of a fight, and Beastborn learned Whip Flurry, which is his multi-hit attack. Oh, jeez. I really don't wanna... Fine. Please don't smash my head in. How? Oh, I'm sorry. You seem to be in the middle of something. But do you really have to talk to yourself? I don't know, now I can't look away. Okay. Did I? Do you? Really? Well, his stats seem not terrible. We'll have to give him a try later on, I guess. Wait a minute. That's Rick. He looks hurt. Rick, where are you going? Rick, I think you have a bit of explaining to do. Well, Rick, you're pretty determined. That's admirable. But so are we. Goodbye, Rick. Apparently you don't see us. Here, we're over here. We'll help you. I really hope those eye patches aren't a fashion statement, because you're only hurting yourself if so. Unsurprisingly, he can't seem to hit anybody. Oh good, it's you guys. Who, Nern? Yeah, he's great. I mean, he's a cool dude. It's not like that. Don't read too much into it. I'd rather not lose Nern right now. Losing your arm at this point certainly changes the game up a bit. Yeah, thanks, Nern. We just sacrificed an arm for you, and that's all you can say? Brad not having an arm kind of gimps him a bit. But we'll manage, because we're strong. Now, at this point, I decide to change things up a bit. I'm gonna actually warp back to Area 1. We never did anything with Goldie the hen that we found earlier. You might have figured that it goes to this rooster guy here. Now, $100 is pretty good, but if we hold it ransom, then he'll join us. Rooster's not a bad character. I don't really know what he excels in, but he does some decent damage. Now, as I'm recording this commentary, I should say that I've played a bit further than this point, quite a bit further, almost to the end of Area 2, and I've really changed up how I play this game normally. I'm going to attempt to use every character. It's not going to be easy. In fact, it's going to make the game a great deal harder, but who knows, maybe we'll find out some things about characters that we didn't know. And we're going to start by completely nuking our current party and trying out all of our new characters. So we have Farty the truck driver, Percy the constipated guy, who I'm sure is really useful, and Rooster Man with the power of cool hair. I'm sure this team will excel at fighting. Now, we have a pretty limited pool of equipment, so we're going to have to de-equip all the people we're not using. Farty can use the wet stick, which is just fantastic. It's a perfect weapon for him. So, I figure before we go rolling out into the unknown, we should probably see how this party can do against some basic enemies. Fortunately, there's a couple of areas where we can do that. I like Like I said, I don't really use these characters a whole lot. Rooster I've used a bit, but Farty I always thought was kind of a terrible character. Percy I didn't think was great at all, but he does have a single target heal, which does make him pretty useful. Now Rooster does have a couple of attacks that can stun, which is pretty good. However, Farty's Truck Slam attack is really good. I think it has a pretty good chance of missing, but when it does hit, it does very good damage, and has a chance of stunning. So it's pretty useful. Anyway, back to Sunset area. Alright, thanks for the free motorcycle. So now we have a motorcycle. It's a pretty nice development. Oh, crap. Fortunately, there's no penalty for screwing up this part, and it's pretty fun. Now we get to do a bunch of sick tricks, and we can move really fast. This part is pretty tricky here, because they fake you out with the rock at the very end. Oh, excuse me. Oh, that should not have happened. Hey everybody, look at my sweet bike! Woo! Yeah! Alright, sick jumps. Yeah, so as you can see, having a motorbike is pretty great, because now we move really fast. Oh my god. Oh. Oh, jeez. Oh, wow. That guy looks very strong. I'm sorry? No, that's... Wow. Okay. That's, really nice of you. That's cool. Thanks, Mr. Blood Warlord. That's cool. Real nice guy. What a nice guy. What a cool dude. Okay, bye! Oh. Yeah, I guess this kind of makes sense. Well, now for a real test of our new party's strength. I didn't know this until after I did this fight, but I think one of these guys, one of the ones in the back, have a chance to do a permanent kill ability. It's pretty rare, though, so... Now, fortunately for us, Truck Slam hits everyone, which we're going to abuse the hell out of. Oh yeah. No, these guys cannot compete with us. So, pleasant surprise, this party is actually pretty good. I can't believe I'm saying this, because I thought Farty and Percy were complete garbage. I guess I didn't really give them a fair chance, or I tried to use them too late in the game. Really good experience for this fight, though. Oh man, our bike. Is it okay? No. You were too beautiful for this world. Well, time to go back to our old bike. Our noticeably lamer bike. That's okay. We'll carry on. We don't need an arm or a sweet motorcycle. I don't really know what this guy's talking about. Yeah, finger guns to you too, buddy. Okay, alright, just stay cool. So, what's this all about? Okay, alright, just be cool. Oh, wow. Welcome to the Russian Roulette minigame! Russian Roulette is the game where you put a bullet in a gun and then point it at your head until someone is dead. Alright, Rage, you're up. I have faith in you. Yeah, that's the shit. I knew you could do it, Rage. We have to win 3 games in order to get out of here. Rage, you're hot. I know you can do this. Come on, buddy. Your head is iron. No bullet can penetrate your skull. Beastborn! I know you can do it. I always have faith in you, in terms of not dying when you have a gun to your head. Yes! Alright. One more. You can do this. I'm really feeling it, Beastborn, and I'm sure you are too. I'm sure you know exactly what's going on here. Having obviously never lived among humans until now. Oh, that's the shit right there. Nice, thanks. Thanks, guys. It was really nice meeting you. Oh, what a bunch of cool dudes.
Hey, you. Want to hear some funny stuff?
Sure.
I tried to catch some fog. I missed. Broken pencils are pointless. Pretty funny, huh? Think you can do better? All these puns cost me an arm and a leg!
Puns are weak against violence. Oh no, there seems to be a superhero struggle going on in the wasteland. Oh dear. You know, it's nice to see that grown men still like to put on costumes and play pretend. That is very good advice. Huh, team problems, huh? Yeah, your team isn't as well put together and full of camaraderie as mine is. I'll show you how it's done. More superheroes should drive trucks. There's really no greater power than truck. Also rooster-themed attacks, those are also pretty powerful. Yeah, Rooster, you see, it's not so bad traveling in a group. You guys couldn't get your shit together. Someone had to do your job. So if you need to go back to Russian Roulette area, you have to jump down that cliff. Demonstrated as such. Oh no. Wait. Couldn't handle the pressure, I guess. Well, that hat he left behind is a pretty good piece of armor. But I don't think anyone here can equip it. That's unfortunate. Well, it's in the pool, so someone will use it eventually. Also, the idea of putting a nice business hat on Beastborn is pretty funny to me. Yep, this takes us back to Pun Cave, which is now just an empty cave, because Pun Master is dead. Forever. So finally we make it to the second hub, which we can warp back to at any time using the truck keys. You can tell because there's a gang sign, a save point, and a campfire, which is inside the little cave there. So our objective this time around is to find some TNT we can use to blow open those passages. We can try to move forward, but Rando has set up a bit of a checkpoint here. Which means that Buddy probably didn't get through here anyway. Let's start exploring Area 2. Might as well, right? Oh, no, dude. Dude, I promise, it's not what it looks like. We were just having a nice conversation about the weather, and I may have complimented her stitching. Fine, I can see there's no reasoning with you. Sorry, he's my son now. Sorry, ma'am, your husband was crazy. I had to kill him. You have a good one now. That's a hell of a name for a gang. These guys, much like the schoolboy shufflers, are very non-threatening. And they even sell some stuff. Yeah, I've had that dream before. Alright, we've built up quite a bit of money so we can buy a lot of new armor for our team. Picnic Blanket has a regen ability on it. The Greasy Poncho is weak to fire, so probably not worth the extra defense you get. I also buy a couple extra pieces just for the hell of it, because we're going to be using a lot of different characters. Now, while Brad can't use hats, he can use sunscreen. So that ends up being his helmet. Also, for some reason, the wet stick has better stats than the dry stick or the stick with nails in it. I don't get it. Can't argue with the numbers, I guess. Oh good, it's another one of you horrible abominations. I'll get to you in a bit. Nice pose. Yeah, sure, why not? We just gave up an arm. I'm pretty sure we could handle whatever you throw at us. And now, a reading from Apathy and Other Small Victories by Paul Nealon. He was crouched low, painting the molding around the front door outside the apartment building. He was the landlord, so he had to do that kind of thing. Bryce was tall, about my height, but built, with tattoos twisting all the way up his arms. Snakes and hearts and daggers and all kinds of shit. He had a drawn, lean face and the transparent remains of a thinning rockabilly pompadour still clinging to his head. He'd probably been in the band a few years ago, bought into the entire scene, but it hadn't worked out. And now he was stuck with the cigarettes and the sideburns and all those fucking Stray Cats albums. But like the working-class hero he'd never become, Bryce hung in the best he could. So while Brian Setzer sang on Gap commercials and pranced around the stage in his fancy pants, Bryce still cuffed his dark jeans and carried his wallet on a chain, still kept the hairstyle even as it betrayed and openly mocked him, still shot pool with a cigarette hanging out of his mouth, even though it sometimes fucked up his shot. If it wasn't exactly noble, it wasn't without conviction either. So, Bryce, we need to talk, I said seriously, but smiling. I was being funny. Oh, hi, Shane. Hi. How are you? He stood up from his crouch and held the paintbrush upright so the white paint dripped slowly down the handle and ran onto his tattoos. He didn't even notice. He was too busy scratching the back of his neck and looking at my shoes. He was always much too nervous for a guy with so many tattoos. That's just it, Bryce. I kept using his name to build trust, like a hostage negotiator. I'm not so good. How much are you short? His voice cracked on short, and he dropped the paintbrush. I was stunned. The element of surprise was gone. I had no more time to build trust and pity. I was the worst hostage negotiator ever. About 200. Oh. He bent down to pick up the paintbrush, but it kept slipping out of his fingers, the handle hopping off the steps with a tedious tink-tink-tink that was driving me fucking crazy. I wanted to kick him in the face and run away. Then he stood up without the brush and scratched his neck with both hands. We should talk about this, he said. He was even more nervous than usual. He was tearing at his neck and jerking his head around like a frightened animal, looking everywhere except at me. I was about to be evicted. Fuck. This was no good. Obviously I wanted it to happen, but not yet. The timing was all wrong. Okay, this is serious, he said. God damn it, Bryce. People are supposed to have more faith in each other. Landlords especially. I'm living in your building. That makes you kind of like my dad. Family is supposed to be important. When I stiffed him on next month's rent, then he could throw me out with a clear conscience. Until then, he was just being a bad father and a dick. This is about my wife, he said. I beg your pardon? If you do, I'll take the $200 off your rent. Do? Would you? Would I what? Did he want me to kill her? In every movie I'd seen, that cost way more than $200. Was I supposed to have sex with her? That would make me a whore. Did I really want Bryce as my pimp? No, he was paying me. He'd be my John. But what would that make her? She'd be the groom at the bachelor party who fucks the stripper. I'd be the stripper. What? I didn't even know you were married, was all I could get out. I am. He was ripping up the back of his neck, digging his nails in and tearing it raw. And with the white paint all over his one hand, smearing it around, it was just making me sick. I'm not sure what you mean here, Bryce. I bowl on Tuesdays. Come by then. At 7. I didn't know he was a bowler. I didn't know a lot of things. He was in the middle of either a complete nervous breakdown or a fucking bipolar episode. I knew that much. But he didn't seem grave enough to be suggesting murder, or depraved enough to be asking me to fuck his wife for $200 while he went bowling. He just seemed nervous and real sad. Will you, please? The rims of his eyes had gone red. His neck was bleeding and there was fucking white paint everywhere. His chin was starting to shake. I hate when people show emotion. Tuesday at 7? Sure. Increases special attack and special defense, which definitely we want to go to Brad. Alright. What's your deal? Oh. This one doesn't even want to fight. What? I don't think I've heard that expression. Well, anyway, this place has an inn where we can rest without fear of anything bad happening for just 10 magazines. But Gooseman says something different every morning. Very true. Gooseman is very wise. I think we can learn a lot from him. So true. So profound. I could listen to that guy all day. Sure, why not? Yeah, rhyming goose guy. Welcome to the team. We're gonna hold off on this area. For now. We'll come back to it soon. So let's check out this area. In here, we have another dark cave with shadowy figures. And it leads to a swamp. The bees. Fishmen? Well, never know when you'll need some whiskey. But that's about it for today. Next time, we're gonna go across the swamp and go look for love. Thanks for watching.